Hey everyone, this is our low oblique sit into some rolling patterns. So we're going to start on our side, so on our hip, and then on our forearm. Our elbow is pretty much under our shoulder here. I want to make sure I'm not shrugging up, and I'm creating some pressure down into the floor away to push my rib cage up off the floor. Our knee on our front leg is kind of our contact point here, so that's what I'm focusing on, pushing into the ground. And as I do this, my foot will actually kind of come off the ground as well. So pressure down will raise my foot. And then I'm going to make sure I have some stability, some pressure down into my hand. From here, we're going to roll our torso over our hip and our shoulder joints. So I'm going to reach with my top arm, roll over, keeping pressure down into my knee and into my arm here, and back. So as I reach the end range, you should feel a pretty good stretch in the back of your shoulder and in the back of your hip. And then to make that a little bit more challenging, we're just going to come up into a side plank position. So essentially the same position, but side plank, we're going to raise our top leg off. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to reach with our leg and our arm, hinging over our shoulder and our hip and back. So obviously a more challenging position, more stability is going to be required, but you should feel the same things. A stretch, kind of a lengthening stretch in the back of the hip and the back of the shoulder. Okay, we can also kind of do like a lever. It's the same thing. I'm just hinging over my shoulder and my hip, but I'm just pushing my leg backwards for a little bit of counterbalance. Okay, so I'm feeling my right shoulder, my right hip. Okay, harder position in a side plank, making sure I'm pushing up here, I'm trying not to collapse. And as I do this, I want to make sure I'm not kind of crushing into my shoulder. I keep pushing away here. And you know you're doing it right if you feel a stretch in the back of your shoulder and the back of your hip.